She didn't pack her bags in the middle of the night. She didn't have a screaming match. She smiled at dinner. She kissed you goodnight. And the entire time, she was already gone. Here's the brutal truth. Women don't cheat the way men do. They don't stumble into it. They build an exit strategy. And it always starts with the same 5 lies. Today, I'm going to decode every single one so you never get blindsided again. But pay close attention to lie number 4, because that one has ended more marriages than all the others combined. Let's get into it. Before I break down these 5 lies, you need to understand something fundamental about how women operate before an affair. Men cheat opportunistically, a moment of weakness, a bad decision at a hotel bar. Women, they cheat strategically, not because they're evil, because they're wired differently. A woman doesn't wake up one morning and decide to betray you. She emotionally disconnects first, slowly, quietly, over weeks, sometimes months. And during that entire disconnection process, she's not silent. She's actually talking to you a lot. But here's the part that gets men destroyed. What she's saying isn't what she's doing. Her words are carefully constructed cover, psychological smoke screens designed to keep you comfortable, keep you unsuspecting, and keep you in exactly the position she needs you in. Standing still, while she builds her next chapter without you in it. Most men never catch it, not because they're stupid, because they're trusting. And trust without awareness is a blind spot the size of a canyon. Now let me show you the 5 lies. And once you see them, you will never unsee them. Lie 1. I just need some space. This is the first grenade, and it sounds so reasonable that most men just hand her the pin. I just need some space is not a request for personal time. When a woman is happy and secure, she doesn't need space from you. She creates space with you. She reads her book on the couch while you watch the game. She takes a solo walk and comes back refreshed, not distant. But when I need space comes with a shift in energy. Less eye contact, shorter texts, phone face down on the counter. That's not self-care. That's cover. She's creating emotional distance so she can explore something or someone else without the guilt of looking you in the eye while she does it. The average man hears this and thinks, I'll give her room. That's what a good partner does. And he backs off. He gets quiet. He gives her all the space in the world. And that space, she fills it fast. Here's what a man with high awareness does instead. He doesn't panic, he doesn't cling, but he does pay attention. He watches the pattern. Is the space predictable? Is it always on the same nights? Does she guard her phone like a state secret during these breaks? Space is healthy, secrecy is not. Learn the difference before it costs you everything. And that leads directly to lie number 2, which is even more dangerous because it disguises an attack as a compliment. Lie 2, you're such a good man, I don't deserve you. Read that sentence again. On the surface, it sounds like appreciation, like she's humbled by your loyalty. Most men hear this and feel a warm glow in their chest. She sees me. No, she's managing you. This line is what psychologists call preemptive guilt displacement. She's feeling the weight of what she's doing on us or what she's about to do, and she needs to release that pressure without confessing. So she flips it. She puts you on a pedestal so high that when she eventually pulls the rug, she can tell herself, see, I told him he was too good for me. I warned him. It's not a compliment. It's a confession disguised as flattery. When a woman who is genuinely happy with you wants to express appreciation, she doesn't talk about deserving. She talks about wanting, and I'm so glad I chose you. I love what we've built. That's grounded. That's real. But I don't deserve you. That's a woman pre-writing the apology letter in her head. Most men miss this because it feels good. And that's exactly why it works. The most effective lies aren't the ones that hurt. They're the ones that feel like love. Now, lie number 3 is where the manipulation gets surgical. If you've ever heard this one and believed it, don't feel bad. It's designed to bypass your logic entirely. Lie 3. He's just a friend. You have nothing to worry about. Let me be clear. Women can absolutely have male friends. That's not the issue. The issue is the timing of this statement. If she's introducing a new man into the picture and she volunteers this reassurance before you even ask, that is a red flag wrapped in a green ribbon. Unprompted reassurance is almost always a sign of a guilty conscience. Think about it. If there was truly nothing to worry about, why is she pre-answering a question you didn't ask? She's inoculating you. That's a persuasion technique. She's injecting a small dose of the truth. Yes, there's a man inside a wrapper of comfort, but he means nothing. So that when you eventually notice the texts, the laughs, the inside jokes, you've already been neutralized. You already accepted the frame. He's just a friend. You already agreed. The weak man hears this and says, okay, I trust you, and shuts his eyes. The high awareness man hears this and says nothing. He just watches. He watches how she talks about this friend. Does her voice change? Does she light up? Does she mention him in situations where he shouldn't logically be relevant? You don't need to accuse. You don't need to interrogate. You just need to stop accepting pre-packaged narratives and start observing behavior. Because behavior doesn't lie. Words do. Every single day. And now we've arrived at lie number 4. I told you this one was different. This is the lie that has gutted more good men than any affair itself. Because this lie doesn't just hide the cheating. It makes you feel like the problem. Lie 4. I feel like we've grown apart. This is the kill shot. And here's why. We've grown apart is presented as a mutual condition, like the weather, like it just happened, like both of you drifted and nobody is responsible. That is a lie. In most cases, she didn't grow apart from you. She grew towards someone else. And she needs you to believe this was a natural, blameless erosion, so she doesn't have to face the real conversation, which is, I made a choice. I chose to invest my emotional energy somewhere else. That's hard to say. So she doesn't say it. She rewrites the story. She turns an active decision into a passive tragedy. We grew apart, like a river changing course. Nobody's fault, just nature. And the man, the good, loyal, steady man, sits there nodding, accepting it, blaming himself. Maybe I did work too much. Maybe I wasn't romantic enough. Stop, right now. If she grew apart and made zero effort to close the gap, no hard conversations, no requests for counseling, no late night talks about what's missing, then she didn't grow apart. She walked apart, with a destination in mind. The high-value man doesn't accept vague narratives about the death of a relationship. He asks specific questions. When did you start feeling this way? What did you need that you didn't get? Did you tell me, and did I ignore it, or did you never bring it up? Clarity kills deception. Always demand clarity. Now, lie number 5. This one comes last because it's the final door she closes before the affair becomes undeniable. And most men don't hear it until it's already too late. Lie 5. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine. 2 words, the most dangerous sentence in any relationship. I'm fine is not a status update. It's a shutdown. It's a woman telling you in the most efficient way possible that she has decided you are no longer worth the effort of an honest conversation. When a woman is invested in you, she fights. She argues. She tells you what's wrong even when it's uncomfortable. Conflict in a relationship is not a sign of failure. It's a sign of investment. She's still trying, but I'm fine. That's the white flag, not for the relationship, for you. She surrendered the idea that talking to you will change anything. And that surrender, it didn't happen overnight. It happened after dozens of moments where she tried to talk and felt unheard. Or, and this is the version no one wants to face, it happened because she found someone who does listen. I'm fine means her emotional energy is going somewhere else. And once a woman redirects her emotional energy, the physical follows. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So what do you actually do with this? First, stop listening to words and start reading patterns. A woman's words will tell you what she wants you to believe. Her patterns will tell you the truth. Watch for clusters. One lie in isolation might mean nothing. But 2 or 3 of these showing up within the same window, that's not coincidence, that's choreography. Second, stop being the nice guy who avoids confrontation. I'm not telling you to become aggressive or paranoid. I'm telling you to become direct. The weak man avoids hard conversations because he's afraid of what he'll hear. The high-status man walks straight into them because he refuses to live in a story someone else wrote for him. Third, reclaim your standards. Somewhere along the way, a lot of men were taught that being a good partner means tolerating everything. It doesn't. A man who knows his value doesn't accept vague explanations. He doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't compete with ghosts. He simply makes one thing clear, through his actions, not his words, that he is a man of value, awareness, and options. And that kind of man, he doesn't get played because he's not performing the role of a partner. He is one, and he expects the same in return. Fourth, and this is the one most men skip, audit yourself honestly. Are there moments where she tried to communicate and you dismissed it? Did she ask for connection and you gave her logistics? A man with real authority doesn't just hold others accountable. He holds himself accountable first. The goal isn't to become suspicious of every woman. The goal is to become so self-aware and so tuned in that no one, man or woman, can run a script on you without you seeing it in real time. Here's the bottom line. You are not a man who gets blindsided. You're a man who sees the board. You've lived long enough, built enough, and survived enough to know that the greatest power isn't control, it's awareness. These 5 lies only work on men who are asleep. You're not asleep anymore. You don't need to be paranoid. You need to be present. Present in your relationship, present in conversation, present in your own value. Because a man who is fully awake, fully aware, doesn't get cheated on in silence. He either gets the truth or he gets the exit. Both of those are wins. The only loss is living in a lie and calling it love. Don't stay in the dark. Subscribe to She Decrypted to unlock her mind and master the game of attraction.